Wolverine trailer. In this video, I'm gonna break down some Easter eggs, references, even talk about some of the huge things that are in this teaser trailer that a lot of people missed and nobody is talking about, including characters. Even Spider-Man is referenced in this, and he's referenced pretty heavy. If you like this type of content and want to see more, I appreciate it if you hit the like button. I want to thank my friend Chrissy for actually helping me find a few of these things. I couldn't have done it without her. Check out her channel, link is in the description. So let's go over what is in this trailer. First off, there are a few references to other Marvel characters. If you look over to the right on the license plate, you can see HLK 181. This is a reference to Wolverine's very first appearance in the Marvel Comics, which was Hulk 181. This is a reference where they actually fought one another. Also supporting this, if you look over to the cash register, you see the amount of $19.74. This once again is a reference to that comic because that comic was released in the year 1974, which is really awesome. And there are other references to other Marvel characters. Now if you look over to the left side, you see the numbers 1048 in red and white, with white being in the middle. Red and white are the references to Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man that came out on PS4, which had the unique white and red Spider-Man suit. But if you don't believe me, the numbers are the proof of it. If you type in Earth 1048, you get Insomniac's Spider-Man. I'm being serious, Google it, try it yourself. Each one of the Marvel characters in the Marvel Comics, they all have specific Earths that they belong to because they're all different versions of that same character. In Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man PS4, this is Earth 1048. Now, did you know that that Spider-Man actually exists in the Marvel Comics? There was a comic event called Spider-Geddon. There was a group of individuals that were trying to take over the multiverse, and a group of Spider-Men and women teamed up to stop them. This included Spider-Man PS4's version of Peter Parker, also the Into the Spider-Verse movie characters like Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales, along with a couple of their allies, and a whole group of Spider-Men. That was an incredible comic, and this is why Marvel Comics actually gave Spider-Man a actual Earth number. And Wolverine and Spider-Man have a very long history in video games being together, such as the Ultimate Spider-Man game. Wolverine actually did make an appearance, and a game called Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows to this day is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. Wolverine was in it, and depending on your actions, hero or villain, Wolverine will actually act accordingly. There's even a scene if you become a villain when Spider-Man tears Wolverine apart, like splits him in fucking half, and then Wolverine regenerates, and at the end of the game it's hinted that Wolverine became an enemy of Spider-Man. A lot of fans really see Wolverine and Spider-Man being in the same game. A lot of people accustom them together to be like a tag team. Even some of the Spider-Man shows Wolverine has made several appearances in. So let me know what you guys think on this idea, since fans are so used to seeing them together in various pieces of entertainment. Hell, even the Ultimate Spider trailers always featured Spider-Man and Wolverine as they're the most popular Marvel characters today. Let me know what you guys think about this idea. Are you for it? Are you against it? Let me know. Another detail we found was the name of the bar. If you look at the sign on the upper left side of your screen, it's labeled Princess Bar. It's a strange name for a bar, but the name Princess Bar is actually known throughout the comics, and it's located on an island called Madripoor, which has a large connection with Wolverine as he had many adventures there. Going over to the Marvel database in the Marvel Wiki, it says Wolverine even teamed up with Captain America at some point in World War II. Wolverine has had a few standalone adventures, even teamed up with some allies, and fought against villains as well. Since Madripoor's history is so long and has so much crime, this is a perfect setting to put a Wolverine game in. Wolverine did actually have some battles in the Princess Bar itself. During a Marvel series called Marvel Presents #1, Wolverine actually tracked down a man called O'Donnell, which eventually led to a battle between Wolverine, O'Donnell, and another person. That actually sparked a war with someone named Roach. Roach's head of a crime organization in Madripoor. That was just a very short summary of that story. I highly recommend you guys read it yourself. It's called Marvel Presents #1. Check it out. Speaking more of his origins, you can actually make a connection between the shirt he's wearing in the trailer and a movie called X-Men Origins. In that movie, there was a scene where Logan was actually being pretty relaxed. He had his own life as a lumberjack, and he was wearing this checkered shirt. And this shirt he's wearing in the trailer is not the same, but it is very similar, probably showing that this story may take place during a pre-X-Men era before he actually met the X-Men gang. With all of these references talking about his origin, there is a chance that, again, this is pre-X-Men, so perhaps he's running away from Weapon X. That can be a group that is hunting him down. However, I feel that the Weapon X group has been really redundant throughout many Wolverine games, so maybe that's a route they want to go, but I'm leaning more towards the crime organization takedown type of story. Now, there are two more details that I didn't mention yet because I haven't figured it out, but I'm gonna show it because maybe you can give me some ideas. Going back over to the left on the tap fountain, you can actually see a logo of a figurehead that's on it. Now, I know somewhere in the Marvel universe the same exact picture has shown up. Let me know if you guys know what it is. And on the right side on where Logan's sitting, you can kind of make out a green statue of sorts. I have no idea what this is, but I know at some point I seen it somewhere in the Marvel comics. Just let me know because I honestly can't think of it. Now, those are all the details I managed to find. Perhaps with a little more time, more details will come out, especially when we start seeing more trailers and some gameplay. I'm hoping that the next state of play starts to show more. Now, because this is the Princess Bar, most likely will be in the city of Madripoor. And will they make it like an open world game like Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 now? I hope so. So how will we get around? I'm hoping that we get to take Wolverine's fancy bike. We all know he loves motorcycles, and it'd be cool to ride that around the city, to climb buildings with the claws. I think that would be pretty damn dope. But let me know what you think. Did I miss anything in this trailer? Again, if I did, please let me know. I will happily make another breakdown video on it. What are your hopes for the next Wolverine title? Now, again, I know this is not a God of War video, and I'm still making God of War videos. I'm planning some more, trying to get them out there, but I think this is a good change of pace because I am so interested in covering these games. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.